Hey guys, so uh, why did I quit bodybuilding? Well, the main reason at the time was that I couldn't build muscle, I couldn't gain weight. I don't think that's a problem now since I ballooned up the past year or so. I just gained weight. Um, but right now, the reason that I'm making this video is because I'm thinking about this topic right now, and the reason that I'm thinking about bodybuilding right now is because you see when you pull the weight, let's say you're doing a bicep curl and you're pulling up the the dumbbell, there's a certain phenomenon that you experience in that moment that I used to experience, but I couldn't really make sense of it, so I just ignored it. I just chopped it off. But what used to happen is that the weight itself, it's placing a demand. So it's placing a pressure, a stress on you, on me, on myself, on my body. And the way that in bodybuilding you gain strength is by meeting that demand over and over and over again. The idea is that you, in a controlled environment, put in some pressure onto yourself, and just enough pressure and stress that you can handle, and then you work to meet that demand. You work to to meet the demand that the pressure applies onto you. So the pressure means that it's something in the world that you have to deal with, and the workout is to deal with that over and over and over again as much as you can. It's not all about the muscle. It's a lot of it is psychological. Because what happened, as I recall in my workouts, what used to happen with me is that uh, the weight. You see, I had this idea that the workout is purely physical. Because I'm not getting into it, but I just used to have that belief. But when the weight comes and you have to pull it, if you have a problem with dissociation, if you have a dissociative disorder, for example, you tend to dissociate and escape the demand. And so when I used to work out and lift weights, every time I do a set, every time I do a rep, every time I pull in some weight, uh, the, the weight itself is demanding from me to associate, pull myself together, generate some strength, and pull the weight. That's the whole point, as I learn looking back at everything now. That's how you grow. And that's the same way you grow in every other area of your life, by the way. But the special thing about weightlifting is that it's a very, very controlled environment, and it's very laser focused. And so, like you have uh, a dumbbell, so it's like one weight that you hold with one hand, and let's say you do a bicep curl. You're having that demand isolated in one tiny part of your body, your bicep. And then the idea of that exercise, let's say, it's the same in every other exercise, is that you when you dissociate, you escape the demand, and you let the demand just go everywhere in your body and in your psyche. But the idea of the workout, the benefit that comes here is that when you're doing the dumbbell curl, the, 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 the bicep curl, you pull yourself together, which means you associate, you bring yourself into your body. You don't escape it. I used to think that if I escape it, my body's still going to do the movement, so why do I need to try so hard and pull myself together? I can just get out of there and let my body do the workout, and I'll just grow. And apparently that doesn't work. Uh, yeah, I just learned from experience it doesn't. Maybe I did something else that's wrong. I don't know. Fuck it, I don't care. But um, but the idea of weightlifting is that you isolate the demand into one tiny part of your body. and then you pull yourself together and you make that part of your body, you, you pull it together, you put it in formation, and then you generate the strength somehow. It's kind of cognitively generate the strength somehow. I don't know how that works exactly, but you generate the strength to meet the demand. Well, what I used to do was I used to dissociate and escape and let my body do the workout, which doesn't work. It's a mind and body workout. It's also a meditation, and it's yeah, it has its benefits psychologically, cognitively. Cognitively, I think are proven clinically or with, with research and something like that. That weightlifting has a very unique and very potent effect and positive effects on your cognition. Um, and it's not a purely physical workout; it's a mind and body workout. And I'm thinking now that I need to go back into it. A big part of the reason is just the ability to pull myself together and meet a demand and focus my efforts to meet the demand and not let the demand just go everywhere else in my life, no matter how insignificant and small the demand is, you know? The idea is to, like, cognitively learn to, and practice doing this, learn to isolate and locate the source of pressure, the source of a demand, and then learn to be able to pull myself together to meet the demand and to know which part of myself, my psyche, my body, my whatever, my being, which part of me do I work out to meet the demand, and which parts do I deactivate, you know? And so, like, when you're doing a bicep curl, you're activating your biceps, not your legs, let's say, not your neck. And so those parts of you can relax because they're not doing the workout. It's your bicep that's doing the workout. And to translate that into the rest of my life, it's like if I have a problem at work, it's a problem at work. It doesn't go back into my home, into my family, into my friends, into myself. It's a work problem and it stays there. You know, I think I'm just thinking this right now. I think that lifting weights would help me do that. I specifically remember this. I specifically remember that during workouts, I used to dissociate and escape it because I was under the impression that it's purely physical. So why would I try so hard, you know? But I'm thinking maybe I should go back and do that. But there's but there's another reason why I decided not to lift weights the past years because one of the other reasons why I quit lifting weights is because I remember specifically when I used to do squats that the reason I stopped the exercise, the reason I finished the set, let's say, it isn't because my muscle has reached its maximum effort, you know, like it can't handle it any more reps. I remember I used to stop the set when I do squats because my heart couldn't keep up. My heart muscle, my cardio is too weak. And after a while, I realized it doesn't make any sense. Like if your purpose of bodybuilding is to build muscle, it's the stupidest reason to start. Sorry. No, like it doesn't make sense to start lifting weights if your cardio cannot handle it. And so you should work on your cardiovascular first, and then build the muscle later. The muscle is just the layer on top, but it's the cardiovascular nervous system underneath that's doing the actual work, and that needs to be able to handle the pressure first. Then you do the weights and focus on the muscles, because the weights, they add pressure to the muscle. But if your weak point is not the muscle, then the muscle is not going to do the work. So it doesn't make sense. It defeats the purpose of the whole weight thing in the first place. So I decided to do just normal exercise like jogging, running, you know, just cardio workout, just to get my body to be a bit more athletic, you know, so that if I walk up the stairs into my bedroom, I don't go like that, you know, because right now I do go like that. If I just walk, I just start panting, you know. Is that panting, or is it panting only for dogs? I don't know. Anyway, um, but yeah, I thought that I would have to do that first, so that's kind of why I stopped lifting weights. So yeah, so yeah, I'm just thinking about this now. All right, bye guys.